Have you ever looked at your personal leadership development plan and felt like you were lost in the wilderness, like you were wandering aimlessly without a compass or a map? Or not. Today we're turning on the GPS of self-improvement and charting a course to success. And who knows, you might just discover some hidden treasures along the way. Personal leadership development is a journey, not a destination. And let's be real, sometimes that journey can be a bit of a bumpy ride. And that's why today we're going to explore the best practices for measuring your success and navigating the twists and turns of leadership growth. So buckle up, grab your notepad, and get ready to take an adventure. Imagine for a moment you're planning a road trip across the country. You wouldn't just hop in your car and start driving aimlessly, hoping to end at your desired destination, would you? Of course not. You plan out your route, set specific targets for each day, and track your progress along the way. The same goes for a personal leadership development plan. So, setting specific and measurable goals is like having a roadmap for your leadership development journey. And so, let's look at an example of a specific and measurable goal for your personal leadership development plan. By the end of the year, I will have completed a leadership course to develop my skills in effective communication and conflict resolution with a final grade of at least 90%. This goal is specific because it includes details such as the specific course to take, the skills to develop, and the desired grade. It is also measurable because it has a clear target and timeline for completion. So in essence, by setting a specific and measurable goal like this, you as a leader can better track your progress and determine if you are on track to achieve your desired outcomes. Now, once you have validated that your goals are specific and measurable, the next part of the process of determining if you're being successful with your development plan is measure your progress regularly. Think of measuring your progress like taking a pit stop on a long road trip. You check the gas levels and the tire pressure, maybe grab a snack to refuel, maybe even check out the scenery and snap a few pictures. Similarly, measuring your progress regularly can help you stay motivated, identify obstacles and roadblocks, as well as make adjustments to your plan as needed. Let me share an example of this. Let's say the leader's development goal is to improve their public speaking skills. One specific and measurable goal related to this could be to deliver the presentation to a large audience with the minimal use of notes. To measure progress towards this goal, you could use the following metrics: number of presentations delivered with minimal use of notes, time spent preparing for each presentation, feedback from audience members and colleagues after each presentation, personal reflection on the strengths and areas of improvement for each presentation. By tracking these metrics over time, you can see how your skills are improving and make adjustments to your development plan as needed. A great way to keep up with the progression of your development plan is to maintain a journal or a tracker. Think of a journal or a tracker as a personal GPS device for leadership development improvement. Just like the GPS device can guide you on your destination and help you avoid wrong turns, a journal or tracker can help you document your progress, reflect on what's working, and make course corrections as needed. Say, for example, you have a development goal to improve having difficult conversations. You could keep a journal or a tracker to document your progress and reflect on your experiences throughout the development process. Some of the things you might track or record could be notes from a session with a senior leader where you practice having a tough conversation and taking notes about the role play and best practices to implement, the date and time of any difficult conversations that you have, the topic of conversations and the person you spoke with, maybe a brief summary of the conversation and any challenges or successes you experienced throughout that conversation, your thoughts and feelings about the conversation, including what you did well and what could be improved next time. A development journal is absolutely a great resource to help you look back and determine if your development plan is working successfully or if it needs some tweaking. I absolutely cannot talk about how to measure the success of your personal leadership development plan without mentioning feedback. Remember when you were learning to ride a bike, you probably had someone there to give you feedback and help you improve on your technique. The same goes for personal development planning and growth. Seeking feedback from trusted family members, friends, colleagues can provide valuable insights and help you identify blind spots or areas for improvement that you might not have noticed on your own. Let's go back to the example of a leader who wants to improve their public speaking skills. That leader may ask trusted colleagues or mentors to provide feedback on their speeches and presentations. After receiving feedback, the leader can then reflect on the comments and make changes to their approach, such as practicing more or adjusting the delivery style. By implementing the feedback received and making changes, that leader can improve their public speaking skills and achieve their personal development growth. Additionally, they can continue to seek further feedback and continue to improve and refine their skills over time. Without feedback, it's very hard to know if you're being successful with your leadership development plan. And before I wrap up, there's a couple more points I just absolutely have to make. First, make sure you take time to celebrate your successes. Imagine you're on a hike and you finally reach the summit. You wouldn't just take a glance around and quickly keep going, would you? No way. You stop and take in a view, snap a photo or two or three or four, and maybe even do a victory dance. Celebrating your successes, no matter how small, is like taking a moment to savor the view from the mountaintop. Otherwise, it's not even worth it, is it? And then next, be flexible. Have you ever seen a river that's completely straight? Probably not. Rivers are constantly changing course, winding and meandering their way through the landscape. Personal development is like that river. It's a continuous process that requires flexibility and adaptability. Being open to change and willing to adjust your plan as needed can help you navigate obstacles and stay on course towards your goals. Not to mention help you prevent that undue stress you're probably putting on yourself. And so there you have it, folks, the best practices for measuring the success of your personal leadership development plan. Now, remember, personal growth is a journey, not a destination. It's not about reaching some elusive endpoint, but rather about becoming the best version of yourself. So keep charting your course, stay curious, and don't be afraid to explore the uncharted territories of your potential. And if you like content just like this about leadership and leadership skills development, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching. And never forget, you are the leader you choose to be.